places.
Okay.
Most recent memorable place was Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates.
Oh, all right.
Because they have mountains of gold.
Okay.
Lots of gold.
Okay.
It's a beautiful country. There's no crime.
Yeah.
And everybody's very nice. And they have lots of gold and jewels and
Right.
things that girls like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I know you've done a lot of voiceovers too. I mean, one of my favorite was Hercules.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Now I'm Cartoon Network, Misadventures of Flapjack.
Flapjack.
And I'm working on Warner Brothers Looney Tune Laugh Riots, which is bringing all the other old Looney Tune characters back. I'm Witch Hazel.
Right.
And I'm working on a Disney one called Kick Buttowski, which is the little boy's name. And I'm his teacher, and I get to kick his little butt every now and then.
Yeah, because Flapjack actually came out yesterday.
Yeah,
they
Flapjack,
aired it
we're
at
in the
7
third
o'clock.
season. We're in the third season.
So the new one came out, and
I'm
it was
Bubby
good.
the Whale.
Mm-hmm.
I like her.
But that's what happened when you actually get it. And I say this, and I say this off camera. We're gonna say it on. You are one of the real artists that's left. And I say there's a handful of you all, and I'm going to put it out in the universe. Miss Gladys Knight, Miss Patti LaBelle, Miss Regina Bell, Miss Allison Williams, yourself. When you actually meet someone, as we saw, we were, behind the scenes, and you just down there chilling and talking to folk. Then you have other artists who kind of miss the picture. Why do they miss that picture and think that they are so much better than others?
I don't know that they think that as much as I think that behavior is based on sheer insecurity. I think the confidence side of it is what really helps you to relax and just be loving and caring.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that the other part of the attitude is based on insecurity. I'm not calling no names, but
Right.
I know some people that react a certain way to certain things because they're uncomfortable.
Right.
I'm comfortable anywhere.
There you go.
I make home.
Which we all can see that, can't we? You know what I'm saying? That's what we're talking about. Let's talk about Broadway. Because I know you and I were sending some instant messages when you said you were going to New York. You had just closed up. We're going to talk about that one afterward because that's a comedy one. But you went to Broadway to do Chicago.
Oh, I've been in and out of Chicago on Broadway for 11 years.
That's right.
I've done Broadway 9 times, 3 national tours, Portugal, Abu Dhabi, Las Vegas. Chicago is like my government job.
There you go. Talk about it.
That's my government job. We have a great relationship, and I'm going back probably in December.
All right.
But we have a great relationship. And what my agent calls me, excuse me, my agent calls me their go-to girl.
Okay.
They have 2 mamas that they like.
There you go.
And it's me and Carol Woods.
There you go.
So Carol is she's in Japan right now with the company.
Okay.
And I'll go back to Broadway in probably December.
Let's talk about my favorite. I've actually performed the Fats Waller role in Ain't Misbehaving since 1987. And I know I saw it. You were killing it. What is it like when you do that musical?
Going home.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first Broadway show in '79. And we just did the 30th anniversary with the original director, Richard Maltby, and the original choreographer, Arthur Faria, and the original lighting, Pat. I can't think of Pat's last name. She'll probably kick my behind for
That's
this.
right, but you said the first name, so we're good.
All these original people. We did the original costumes, and Armelia McQueen was in the show, was one of the original.
That's right.
It was like going home.
Yeah.
It was like putting on some comfortable pajamas.
There you go. And see, I'm like Roz, that's my government job. Just let me do Ain't Misbehaving any day.
And you know what, though? Back in the day, I did Ain't Misbehaving for 4 years. We used to say if you don't have a job and you need a job, there's a company that ain't misbehaving somewhere.
That's right.
So just call Manny Eisenberg's office and tell him you need a job.
That's
and
it.
They employed more black people than NFL.
That's right.
I mean, in NBA.
That's right. And it's such a good musical. I love it because we all know Nell Carter made the role actually famous originally. And when you watch that show, it's the music of Fats Waller, but it's a history lesson.
It's a beautiful show because Fats invented stride piano, which is playing the piano from the outside in.
Mm-hmm.
And he used to sell his songs for a bottle of gin.
That's right.
And he had I don't think he really knew what he was working with because he just wanted to drink, party, have a good time, and make music.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. And it's timeless. It just doesn't get old.
It never gets old. And it's music that when you hear it, whatever reason, you go back and you're like, wow, I didn't know that was a Fats Waller song.
Yeah.
You know, so it's really cool. How about movies? What do you have going on with movies?
Well, I just saw one of mine last night. it was quite cute. The Invention of Lying with Ricky Gervais.
Okay.
I play a nurse in that movie, and my sister and I went to the movies, and her husband went to the movies last night, and we saw it.
Okay.
And it's interesting. I mean, my brother-in-law, as soon as he saw me on the screen, he wanted to bump fists and tell everybody in the movie theater. We're coming out the theater, and he's like, "Did you see the Invention of Lying? Cause one of the stars right here. I'm gonna show you." He was trying to introduce me to people. It was so cute.
All right.
You saying cut? What you trying to say, boo boo?
You gonna take one? Okay, well, you know what? They over there giving us the sign. Y'all know we're gonna
That's
pay
what
some
y'all
bills
do.
right quick. So we're gonna take a short pause for the calls, and look, we'll be right back. You know, you've done a lot of guest appearances on TV too.
Yeah.
I remember you on I have a lot of favorite shows, and that's why I'm glad they invented TiVo. Because you remember how we used to program the VCR, and then you thought you programmed it, and then you miss it, and you'd be like, oh! So now we have TiVo, and you just go ahead, hit the button. So, like Half and Half was one of my shows, and I saw you on that. And,
Yeah.
But it's funny because I said I met you many years, well, let me not say that, many years ago, because y'all know we look good.
Go on, baby.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, well, we met when you did Blues in the Night.
Yeah.
You were down in Miami, and it was just amazing for me, being in the business is one thing, and I try not to be that fan, but I have a lot of respect for things that you've done and others, so there are some people that do it for me, and y'all know that's my expression, so I look and I'm like, that's Roz Ryan, that's the lady from A&M. I was like, ooh, somebody get me backstage so I can say hello, And that's how it all started. And of course, when we haven't spoken in some years. But y'all see how chemistry works. This ain't make believe. You just come on back and you pick up where you left off at. So, I want to say thank you for coming and doing the show for us.
Pleasure.
Y'all know it's fun having Miss Roz. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And these going to be them repeat artists, the ones that make you just feel good. You can sit and be at home and you're not worried about, so how was your next movie going?
Ew.
And y'all know it's not that kind of air up in here.
Child,
You know what I'm
please.
saying?
Here you go.
That's right. We're going to have us a little sippy sip and do what? That pomegranate blueberry
Y'all need to
martini.
hit this.
You know what I'm saying? It's the one that just go down so smooth.
It's very nice. Very
It's lovely
nice.
over there, y'all. Yeah. All right. Just had to make sure everybody is good. But I'm so looking forward to seeing more things, and we're appreciating your talent, what you bring. If you hear her somewhere, y'all know to check her out. Singer, actress, vocalist extraordinaire. Because you know what I'm saying? Y'all check it out. Y'all show some love for the very beautiful Miss Roz Ryan.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here, girl.